Hey, CB here, CB's Nuts, talking about our barrel roasters. We have a fleet of these down in our plant. They're all about 100 years old, and we're committed to this process. They are flame fired from underneath, a barrel roast. It's a slow roast. It takes a while for these roasters to get up to temperature. It's a longer roasting curve. We like to think what we do for our peanuts, our seeds, and our nuts. So what a good coffee roaster is going to do for coffee. You would never think about putting that product through a conveyor roast where it's going to be a relatively short roast at a high temperature. It's going to take some while to develop flavor, and that's what we're doing here with all of our nut and seed products. So it takes a little while. It's a batch process, but we feel strongly that the flavors developed in these small batches are second to none.
So I started with these unsalted raw peanuts outside the ballpark in Seattle. And after I perfected the lost art of barrel roasting, I really wanted to get some salt on these. So I created a unique salting process where I actually submerged the peanut in a salt water. Gives it just the right amount of salt that we've all really come to know and love. We source these peanuts from Texas. They're always 100% USA grown, and with our barrel roasting, it's the best peanut you've ever tasted. For our single ingredient peanut butter, we take the same slow roasted artisanal approach that we created for our in-shell. We have a 100% organic variety and we have a 100% all natural variety. Both of them are 100% USA grown. We love the grind that you find in the peanut butter machines at many of the natural food stores. In fact, we used to put our peanut butter from one of those machines into the jars, and we thought, well, we can do the same thing just on a bigger scale. So that's what we do. We take what we call our cream munchy grind. It's not quite creamy, not quite chunky. We call it cream munchy and we put it in the jars one at a time. It's slow roasted, one ingredient, perfect peanut butter. So growing up, pumpkin seeds were one of my favorite seasonal snacks. And as our company grew, I really wanted to add pumpkin seeds to our product line. Having them be organic was important, and as I started to look for them, I was excited to find a grower in Oregon who would work with us. And we continue to grow our relationship to this day. These seeds are always 100% USA sourced and Oregon grown. The difference between the white seed and the green seed is that the white seed is a byproduct of the pumpkin industry, whereas a lot of people think the green seed is a pepita, which are generally sourced from Mexico or China. This one is not. It's a 200-year-old Styrian variety that actually grows in the pumpkin without the shell. And like all of our products, we barrel roast them to bring out the depth of flavor for a really delicious, healthy snack. And finally, we're happy to announce our new 2-ounce flavored pumpkin seed line with unique, forward-thinking flavors. We start with our fire harissa flavor. It's a complex North African spice with garlic, cumin, and chili. A little bit of heat, but we match that with some savoriness. Next, we have our umami flavor, which, as you can guess, is savory. We've got some dulse seaweed, garlic, shiitake mushroom powder, and then we've traded out some coconut aminos for what generally would be tamari to add a really distinct savory flavor. Last up is our cinnamon toast, kind of reminiscent of the fall with nutmeg and some cinnamon and some coconut sugar to round things out and give it just a touch of sweetness.
Which one did you have? The green ones? Yeah, so that's a organic pumpkin seed from Oregon, and we grow it actually in the pumpkin without the shell. So it's just a thin membrane that keeps it attached to the pumpkin, and then the rest of the pumpkin pulp we just put back into the ground.
And are these the same?
Yeah, those are all the same. That's just our one ingredient organic peanut butter. It's being featured here on a market buy. It's the last day of the market buy. It's kind of going back to school.
Oh, I see. I will get some of that. That's very good.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Oh, those are delicious.
Yeah, those are the green ones. They're incredible. They're really good. It's a 200-year-old Austrian varietal. It was a natural hybridization that happened out in the fields between a squash and a pumpkin. And there you go. So now we're
delicious.
Growing the acreage out in Oregon more and more and more. It's a good rotational crop for the
farmers where they were just doing kind of maybe even keeping their ground fallow, we can plant these, put the pulp back into the ground, gives them a high value crop, and then also nutrition, replenishes the soil.
The soil, yeah. That's great. Peanut butter, yes.
Thank you.